They just had closing arguments yesterday, and now today they have seated the jury, and they are apparently deliberating. I don't know if maybe I was looking at some of the updated live tweets right before we went live here, so I don't know if maybe in the last hour and a half anything has developed and they've made up their minds. But I think that it's going to be very interesting to see what they decide. But from what I was reading about some of Avenatti's direct and cross examinations, his lawyering skills left a lot to be desired.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So if you want, we could do a dramatic reading.
Ooh, I'm in.
Oh, can I take a roll?
Yeah. Would you like to be okay? So we have Judge Furman, we have Avenatti, and we have Stormy Daniels. And do we have? Oh, and we have AUSA. So we can have all four of us can take a part.
Well, there you go. All right. So
I'll take what's left. That's fine.
Okay. All right.
Curtis Stormy Daniels. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Fine by me.
All right. Sounds good. Joe, who would you like to be?
I'll be Avenatti. Everyone thinks I'm the bad guy anyway. So.
All right. Ian, would you like to be Judge Furman or would you like to be the AUSA?
You know what? I'll go for the judge here. That sounds like fun.
Okay. All right. Then I will be the state. So let me share this.
By the way, the bad lawyering you're about to see from me is not my own words.
Oh, let's see. Is this it or is it the other one? Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay. So we have tweets here from Inner City Press. This is on January 28th. So this was on Friday. And so remember, so I don't think that he can actually bring his phone in the courtroom. I think, I don't know if maybe this might be different from the Maxwell trial, but so it looks like these tweets are kind of summaries of, or what's the word for it? When you put someone else's words in your own voice. Paraphrase. Thank you. So I think that he probably paraphrased a lot of these exchanges. So keep that in mind as we're reading this. This is not a transcript, but this is a pretty decent, I think, representation probably of what actually transpired in this courtroom. So we can start with this tweet right up here. Can you guys read that, or should I can zoom in?
Read it.
This is the one at the top there?
A little bit.
Yeah. Here we go.
That's much better.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right.
There we go.
I'm monitoring the weather, but I don't think the storm will arrive so early as to impact our trial day.
Okay. All right.
How long have you been an actress?
Since 2002.
So you're an expert in reading scripts. You said in prison there'll be a long line of people to A-rape me, didn't you? But I didn't get none. Oh, sorry.
I don't remember.
You said it's handy you have your own line of lube. How? Because you can just bring me a gift basket in prison.
I did on Twitter.
What does drop the soap mean?
It's a gay term.
Have you ever falsely accused anyone of a crime?
Not to my knowledge.
So in New Orleans, you claim you experienced poltergeist phenomenon and unexplainable voices that prowled your home, right?
Yes.
They invaded your life and relationship?
That's on the Spooky Babes website.
Your partner at the time was who?
Denver Nix.
He was never the director of your documentary, right?
I don't have a documentary.
Uh-huh. So if someone said he was the director of your documentary, that would be untrue, right?
Objection.
Sustained.
Of course, we don't know what the objection is, but that's fine.
Let me ask about the dark entity in your house.
I was told that by a medium.
That's a win for me there. Let's talk about this alleged television show. Has it ever aired on TV?
No, it's in the editing with.
Move to strike. Everything after no.
Denied.
He's not really winning here.
You said Denver Nix has not been the same since.
I don't know. I haven't seen him in 2 years.
You said he called you nuts and you moved out.
Objection.
I'll allow it. Not for the truth, but if it was said.
But what about for the truth of it? Oh, sorry. From time to
It's
time,
hearsay, that's why.
yeah, I know. From time to time, you pull up in front of the house in an Uber and you talk to the house.
It's a TV show.
So you're making it up.
No.
And you said a scan showed a blockage in your head.
It was a Reiki.
Can you spell that?
Reiki.
What the hell is a Reiki? What's a Reiki? Do you guys know what that is? I never even heard
She explains it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said, I'm pretty sure saying I talk to dead people is ruining my court cases because there's your insanity dismissal. Like, you know?
Yes, I said that.
How do you speak with the dead?
It just happens sometimes.
Are you able to have conversations with them?
Sometimes I record them, like remote viewing, into people's homes.
How does it work?
I don't know. That's the premise of the show.
Let me ask you about the doll Susan, who calls you mommy, mommy.
We don't know it was her. We assume.
That's much better if you just assume that. You're not positive. It could be her. You read tarot cards?
Yes.
You charge people money?
Technically, they're oracle cards.
Who are the dragons?
Brandon Haraway and Travis Miller.
Why do you call them the dragons?
We use code names for checking into hotels. They call me Danny. Dragons is from Game of Thrones.
You've done on podcasts about your book payments?
I don't know.
You know who Michael Cohen is, right? And that he's here today?
Yes.
Objection.
Yeah.
Sustained.
Yeah, that's two questions at once. Didn't you say on Michael Cohen's podcast, I did get my first two payments?
I did say that.
You said my last big check, he intercepted it by forging my signature, and I have yet to see a royalty statement. Is that true?
Objection.
I don't remember.
Yesterday, you said you have a perfect memory, right?
A photographic memory.
So did you get the last two payments?
Maybe.
You said the federal government planted 16 false charges on your criminal record.
I never accused the FBI. They helped me resolve it.
You've been detained at the Canadian border.
Objection.
Sustained.
So in February 2018, you picked me as an attorney.
I hired you.
You said you had no choice.
Yes, I said that. I was out of options.
I never sought you out.
Not to my knowledge.
Did you and me and a guy called Sean Macias speak on a phone call?
Not that I recall.
Did you, understanding that to a reasonable percentage, I would be entitled?
Yes, you are very entitled.
Nice.
When you work, do you expect to get paid?
Of course.
Why do you say of course?
That's how we survive.
You know lawyers do not generally work for free.
I'd be shocked if you did.
Did my office prepare a legal complaint for you for use in Columbus, Ohio?
Brewster refiled it differently.
You gave them 40% of your winnings?
Objection.
Sustained.
What's the objection there?
Interfering, or they're asking about relationship with counsel. Privilege is
Yeah.
my guess.
It's privilege with
My office
respect to the
prepared a legal
compensation?
complaint.
The
Oh,
compensation
absolutely.
is really?
Yep.
That sounds kind
I
of.
think the fact that there is compensation, but the amount of the compensation is protected, I believe.
Where I am, at least, even that whether or not it is a pro bono versus compensated would be
Yeah.
protected.
Okay, Judge Furman. You just yeah. You previously had a plea agreement with an attorney named Keith Davidson, right?
Objection.
Sustained.
Have you ever paid Keith Davidson for the work he's done?
Mr. Avenatti, we've been here before. Move on.
Didn't I write the dedicate to your book to your daughter?
Yes, that is true.
For your book, your advance has not been earned back, right? How many have been sold?
Objection.
Sustained.
Relevance? That's an objection. Relevance?
I guess it
Um,
has to be relevance. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, how many have been sold? That's also that would definitely be relevance because whether or not
It's sold doesn't prove it true or false.
yeah.
You claimed it was on the New York Times bestseller list for 360 days, and you know it was false, right?
I didn't give a number of days.
Did you ever agree with the statement?
I don't remember.
Did you fire Mr. Janklow?
I tried to.
Have you sent him a letter terminating him?
No,
So he's still your book agent.
I don't know. I don't know who's lying anymore.
I have to say, she sounds like a terrible witness. At least from Kurt's reading. Have you asked Have you asked the prosecution to charge Mr. Janklow criminally?
No, I don't know what they've done to me. That's why we're here.
None of the crowd justice money was supposed to go to you personally, correct?
Correct.
But you asked me to give you $26,000 from the crowd justice money that you can buy a personal truck.
No, I did not.
You understand the payments to be for your security?
That's Brandon's company.
Just before the 60 Minutes interview, there were 2 video purchases, right?
Yes.
One was Bubba the Love Sponge, and the other a polygraph in Vegas.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Bubba the Love Sponge. Okay, continue.
Brunk? Ian?
Oh, sorry. I think we're at
Stormy.
the.
Sorry, I missed that.
This is you.
Yeah, and the purchases cost $100,000.
First I'm hearing of it.
Let's take a morning break. Jurors can go to the jury room, stretch your legs, and use the facilities. Don't discuss the case. Much as many might want to know who's on those 2 videotapes, but I assume you will not be asking Mr. Avenatti, and I caution you to not ask the same question again and again. Do you understand?
I'm totally Googling Bubba the Love Sponge.
Maybe not on live stream. You don't know what's going to come up.
We're going to get some funky audio.
I know. So then Avenatti says, sometimes I don't know if it's as to form. AUSA. So that's
I'm
me.
waiting for him to come back. Oh.
AUSA, how much more of this?
2.5 hours.
Whew.
Okay, let's take our break.
And then thread will continue. They're back. Fast break. All right, Avenatti.
I'm waiting for
We need
Stormy to get back. Here she.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even realize he got up. Or she got up. Excuse me.
You mentioned a Reiki scan. Is that by a doctor?
No, from Lisa, an energy worker and yoga instructor.
That's how you discovered the mass in your head?
Yes.
Let me ask you about your ex-husband. Didn't you write me to drop the what's that? Swap of the Legalbytes.
Oh, sorry.
Didn't you write me to drop the suit and stop giving interviews because your husband was leaving you and taking your daughter?
Objection.
Sustained. And yeah, that's about 7 questions right there.
And
Yeah.
it's and
Also relevance and prejudicial and yeah. Yep.
You're suggesting I did not work to make sure the book was actually published?
Of course not.
And when you signed the book deal and got $212,000, Mr. Janklow had taken a percentage from the first payment.
Yes.
And you hadn't signed an agreement with Mr. Janklow yet.
I had not, but we had a verbal agreement. You said you've seen the agreement.
Move to strike the second part of the answer.
No.
Why would okay, as non-responsive, she has to she's giving a complete answer. Okay, continue.
Sometimes lawyers run into this problem where you ask a question and you think you've got a yes/no question. You're trying to pin the witness down, and the witness is like, yes, but, and then they say 20 things you don't like. You can't stop the witness from answering the question fully and completely.
Yeah.
You can try to pin them down, but if they have more to say, they can say it, so long as it's on the question at least.
Right, exactly. And so far, I mean, if you guys have been following it, Avenatti, every time that he's tried to move to strike portions of what she's said, the judge is just like, nope.
Nope.
Bye.
This is like the bit from Liar Liar where it's like, move to strike the second portion of that answer. Why?
It's
Because it really
devastating to
hurts
my
my case, Your Honor.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Do you see here under deposits the money from crowd justice?
Yes.
The transfers to my law firm. You don't think they were improper, do you?
Objection.
Sustained.
Calls for a legal conclusion.
Yeah.
After Glenn cleaned out your bank account, you gave money to others.
Objection.
Overruled.
You've got the wrong date.
You gave funds to Denver Knicks to hide from Glenn and his parents safe in Oklahoma, didn't you?
Objection.
Sustained.
Mr. Knicks, what did he do for you?
He was my publicist.
You also had a romantic relationship, right?
Yes.
You told Mr. Knicks about the book payments.
Yes, we lived together.
You did a TV interview with Don Lemon about your book, right?
You were with me. Yes.
And you said Michael and I are in contact every single day?
Yes.
Wasn't it true I was typically nice and respectful to you?
No. You lied to me.
Didn't you tell the government I was nice and respectful?
I was wrong.
Move to strike.
Okay.
There's nothing in the
Okay.
transcript, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Yeah, that's-
technically, I guess whatchamacall. I mean, it's a moving to strike because it's a yes or no, just because I was wrong at the time, she thought. His point is at the time, she thought that he was nice and respectful.
I mean, but that still indicates an answer, though, right? That yes,
Yeah.
she did. She did.
Yeah,
Say,
yes,
she did
yes is
tell the government.
implied.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. That's a yes by implication.
Fair enough.
And I
Yeah.
mean, even if you don't like the question, or if you don't like the answer, you don't strike it. You just ask the question again if the witness is not responding to it.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
Didn't you tell the
exactly.
New York Times that watching me work was like watching the Sistine Chapel painted?
That's what you told me to say.
I cannot believe this. I can't,
Also,
like
I
what?
think there was a move to strike there again.
Oh God.
Before you hired me, you researched me, right?
I Googled you the night before.
Didn't you use Wikipedia?
Yes.
Because I'm a big shot. I'm in Wikipedia. Did you write on Twitter, I'm not touching those funds, dip crap?
No, but I'm sure that I did.
No, so nobody writes your tweets?
Clarify the question. Somebody writes the tweets.
You're right. Terrible question. I suck. You post your own tweets?
I do.
Glenn said you were being dramatic, saying you needed 2 security guards.
Let's take our lunch break now.
All right.
With Jury and Stormy Daniels out of the room, Avenatti says he may have less than an hour left.
Since Mr. Avenatti's subpoena productions are due tomorrow, I'd suggest the U.S. not rest its case until Monday.
We were going to ask the same.
I offered a text message as a prior inconsistent statement about the Bank of America account being or not being disclosed.
We object.
We'll leave it where it is.
Update. During the break in the SDNY cafeteria, Inner City Press can cautiously report that the 3 federal defenders as standby counsel are actively participating. The 4 were at their table with one of the FDs showing an outline to Avenatti. #plainsight. They're back.
I like his timing engines. I'll remind you, you're under oath. Who did you ask to represent you in the case about Donald Trump?
A man named Sean.
You said you always tell the truth, but that's not true, is it?
Objection.
Ask your next question.
I offer Exhibit K.
I reserve judgment.
I'll ask one more for foundation question. This is not true, is it?
No, it's not true.
Defense offers K.
Denied.
Okay, nice try.
You said rumors that I received hush money from Donald Trump were complete false, but that
Oh,
was
wait.
false.
You skipped a
I-
line.
Oh,
up here.
sorry.
Yeah.
You knew that letter would be sent out to millions.
Yes, the attorney told me.
Move to strike everything after yes.
Yes.
Yes, I won one. You denied a romantic encounter with Donald Trump.
It was not romantic.
You said rumors that I received hush money from Donald Trump was complete false. But that was false, wasn't it?
No, Cohen paid me.
On behalf of Donald Trump.
Yes. I did not have a relationship with Donald Trump.
Defense offers Exhibit K.
Again, denied.
Miss Daniels, what is a fact?
Objection.
Sustained. Come
I
on,
love that.
counsel.
What is a fact? Are you kidding me? Like,
How
where are
existential do
going
you want
with
me to
that?
go? Oh, geez. Where do you want to even start?
Let's see.
Like, imagine if no one had objected and she just decided to like ramble on and on about like just wasting
Well-
everyone's time.
Well, faith is a fact. We know that. Wait.
We're doing epistemology now? Okay, that's good times.
With Anderson Cooper, were you truthful?
Yes.
Cooper asked you if that statement was a lie, and you said it was.
I don't consider grabbing, coming out of the bathroom to be a relationship.
Miss Daniels, what is more important to you, being honest with this jury or being honest to Anderson Cooper?
Objection.
Sustained. I ask you to move on to a new topic.
I'd like to offer S14 and S15.
Denied.
Damn it. Didn't you state in your book that the January 2018 statement was complete BS?
It is complete BS.
Didn't your book admit you lied to Glenn?
It was before I knew him. It wasn't a lie. It was a secret.
And you and your husband sent your two longtime friends an email calling them star uts.
Objection.
Sustained. And strike the question.
And you fired your dragons?
I asked you to fire them.
Miss Daniels, did you ever state to me that everyone was F-star king you over?
Yes.
You've been ordered to pay Donald Trump $300,000 in attorney's fees?
Yes.
And you blame me for that?
Yes.
Miss Daniels, do you wish to change any of your answers given in this matter?
Objection.
Sustained. Are we coming to a close?
Yes. Miss Daniels, how many matters did me and my firm help you with?
I don't know.
Grammar is so abysmal. Me and my firm.
Yeah.
Ugh. Do you have any proof that I ever said I would not take a fee for your book deal?
Objection.
Sustained.
No further questions at this time.
We can do the redirect. Okay. Miss Daniels, did you learn who was effing you over?
Objection. Argumentative.
Did you sign statements with respect to Mr. Trump?
Yes.
Does it have anything to do with your book deal?
No.
What did Mr. Avenatti write to you here in September 2018?
That he would find out for me about the St. Martin's payment.
And did he?
No.
No further questions.
Isn't it true you were interested in the defamation case?
No.
Did you pursue it for two more years after I terminated you as a client?
Objection.
Sustained. Ms. Daniels, you're excused.
All right. Yay.
That was great.
That was fun, right?
Yeah.
The Oscar goes to Kurt on this one.
I think
No,
so.
that was-
I
yeah.
think so. That was fantastic. I'm really
Killed.
glad that I didn't play Stormy Daniels.
Yeah, which is what
Because I would have done a much more straightforward play.
Yeah, it was way better. This was way
Yes,
better.
much
Good
better,
call,
much
Ian.
better. So yes, that was very fun. What are your guys' thoughts on Avenatti's performance?
About what he expected.
Better than I thought it would be.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's just trying to get exhibits in and not, and then also getting overruled on pretty much every objection.
Yeah.
You know. My recommendation, my generalized recommendation, still stands that even if you are an attorney, you probably should have have your own counsel.
Yeah.